How do you actually make training interesting for your staff? Well, if we're being honest, most training is often like watching paint dry. You click next, maybe you Alt-Tab out of the video you're supposed to be watching, and you just let it play so that you can get through the training. And guess what? By lunchtime, you've already forgot 90% of what you've learned. That's the experience for so many people and the challenge that so many managers face with their staff. But what if your team actually wanted to do their training? Well, today we're gonna break down ways that you can make your training interesting to your staff. The best way to engage your staff in training to make sure that they're actually learning and that they wanna complete their training is to gamify the training. Now, what does that mean? Gamification of your training doesn't just mean adding fun colors and text and graphics and just calling it a day there. No, it's actually something psychological. Just like social media networks use positive dopamine reinforcement to make you want to come back to your social media feed, you can apply the same principles to your training. By gamifying the training, when you achieve a small win, our brains crave more. Now, these three main items come from three main pillars for gamification. There's progress, there's competition, and there's rewards. Don't just show a simple percentage bar. Hey, you're 15% through, good job. No, you're gonna wanna do something a lot more interesting that actually shows areas that are locked that they have not yet completed and just displays it all out in a fun and interesting way. That way your team can look ahead, they can see what levels are coming, and they can see what your current training is building them up to complete. The second pillar is competition. Friendly competition is key. All of a sudden your staff members are competing to see who can score higher on the leaderboard. It's a lot more exciting, it's a lot more interesting, and again, it just provides that extra incentive for your staff to go through and complete the training. And lastly, the rewards. You're gonna wanna set up meaningful rewards. That doesn't just mean you see a little checkbox when you're done the training and there you go, you're done the training. No, you need to actually unlock a fun gamified element. Maybe you're a store owner and you can unlock different parts of your store. You can purchase new add-ons, new ways for you to earn money and climb the leaderboard. So all of a sudden, using those three pillars in tandem, not only are you making your training more interesting and effective, you're also making it a lot more engaging for your staff. Finally, the last tip I'd give is to make sure that your training platform is not more complicated than the training itself. You just don't want your staff to have to spend 20 minutes to figure out the platform or the game itself before actually learning the content. That's why I'd recommend something like Lemonade LXP, where you can design awesome custom courses made from your specific training content that will not only engage your staff, but like I mentioned, hit on all three of those pillars: the progress, the competition, and the rewards. If you think gamification is cool, you're gonna love game-based learning. Game-based learning takes learning to a whole other level. So what I suggest you do is to look at this like a roadmap. Hey, let's even think of this like a game. So your current starting point is the traditional learning approach, and you wanna move on to gamification. From there, you move on to game-based learning and truly reap the rewards of what great game-based learning can be. But what exactly is game-based learning? Well, if you wanna find out the difference between gamification and game-based learning, you can check out our video down below where we dive into exactly how gamification differs from game-based learning. Check it out.